Welcome to my channel. I'm Moon Sparkle, and this is my snake baby Karma, and we are here to do this week's weekly affirmation reading. Before I start, I just want to state I am physically shedding, I am mentally shedding, and I am spiritually shedding. And I'm going to tell you that change isn't easy. It is very messy. It can be very draining because you are breaking free from old belief systems. And I say you are breaking free of old belief systems because the stories that you have told yourself in your mind about people or situations. And once you really sit down and realize that you are telling yourself these stories, it can be mind shattering to realize that that's not the way that it really is, and that you have the opportunity to create a new reality. But then what will you create? Because all you know is an old storyline. So this is when it gets a little bit fun, but this is where it gets a little bit gray and a little bit confusing and a little bit murky, because it's like, where do I go from here? Once you realize that your life isn't what you thought it was. So this week, I'm going to pull 3 cards, and last week I started something different. So the first card is for your past you. Your past you may be your inner child. Your past you may be 20 years old. It's just your past you. This is sending love to your past to let your past know that you are really doing a good job, because oftentimes we forget that we are literally doing the best that we can based on where we are in life, based on whatever programmings or whatever stories that were given to us or we are continuing to tell ourselves. So the first card will be for the past you to send yourself some love. The second card will be for your present you, so you can just know how awesome and amazing you're doing. And the third card is so that we can shoot off into the future and create a positive future moving forward. So let me get my cards ready. And I just want to send love to the creators of these cards. I got them from Agave Cove. These cards helped me during a very transformative space in my life. I'm still in a transformative space in my life, but these cards are beautiful. I'm growing with these cards and learning how to read these cards. So, Karma, what do we have for the people today? Let's see. We're going to pull 3 cards. Let's get them mixed up real good. Let's see. Karma just ate on Monday. And finally, I got the right food for Karma, the right size food for Karma. So that was an amazing experience for Karma, to be able to not have to eat 2 mice, but only be able to eat 1 and eat the one that is the perfect size. So we're getting a little bit big. You ready? Let's see what we have for this week's weekly affirmation reading. Let me get my baby. Okay. What do you want to do, Karma? Okay. The first card that we pulled is Choose Happiness. So think about the past you. Let's see, where do you want to go? What age do you want to go? Do you want to go a year from now, a couple of years from now? Do you want to go to when you were a little kid? Just sit first and think about where you would want to plant this seed in the past to choose happiness. I have reflected back, and I know where I want to plant this seed of choosing happiness. I want to send this to the past me. The past me where it seems like life is ending. It seems like I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know where I'm going to live. I don't know where I'm going to get my next meal from. But what I want to say is choose happiness. This card is about self-sabotage. This card is about if you choose not to choose happiness. Oftentimes our past self is going off of those old storylines. And so our past self often is afraid to choose happiness because XYZ happened. Last time I opened up my heart, it wasn't received. The last time I tried to build this friendship, I wasn't understood. The last time I applied for this job and tried something different, they didn't understand me. Let go of those past stories and choose happiness. This even goes to you with your family. You continue to move forward and be the best you can be. Sometimes it is often our family who will not allow us to choose happiness because they are stuck in certain places. And that's because they are choosing not to choose happiness. But I encourage you to continue to move forward and choose happiness. Continue to rise and be the best you can be. Continue to rise and choose happy. Whatever happy may be. Happy may be having a bowl of ice cream. I mean, I'm just saying. Happy may be just sitting at the beach. Happy may be taking a nap. Happy may be painting. Happy may be going swimming. Choose happy. Happy may be if a guy walks up to you and asks you on a date and you're like, yes. Choose happy. So this is for the past you. Remind yourself to choose happy. Where are we going, Karma? Next card. You are worthy of love. This is speaking to your heart chakra. This is speaking to your heart center. This is speaking to the fact that you need to make decisions from your heart. You live between here and here. And oftentimes we need to close our eyes and choose from our heart. Because a lot of times when we are looking with our eyes, we are remembering those old experiences and those old situations and what we had thought had happened. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of most definitely your love. But listen to me. You are worthy of receiving love from others. Just know that that love that you're receiving from others is coming from what they know love to be. We are always continuously growing in the space of love. And so you are worthy to receive love. I encourage you to forgive the experiences of the past, the mistakes that others have made, the mistakes that you have made. I encourage you to forgive yourself and trust yourself that you are worthy of love. Let's see. Where do you think you're going? You're not going nowhere because you're worthy of love, Karma. Last card for the future so we can blast off, baby, and change that trajectory. Trust the process. We are all here on a journey, and a lot of times we want to jump and get to the end, get to this place that we've made up in our mind, and once we get there, then we're not happy. The fun is in the process. The fun is in the journey. Trust the process. Trust your angels. Trust your ancestors. Trust your guardian angels. Trust God. Trust Jesus. Trust Buddha. Trust the process. Trust that spirit is here to support you. I'm telling you, I just hit a space in which I am reminded to trust the process, and I am truly enjoying this space. I'm realizing that it's fun on the journey. It's fun, all the experiences. It's fun to realize that on different steps of the way on the journey that you realize like, wow, I'm not where I was. You have to have those moments, those many moments when you realize you were not who you were yesterday. You are not who you were a year ago. You are not who you were 6 months ago. And you just sit and you pause in that moment and you're like, wow, man, this has been fun. Sometimes on this process, it gets a little gray and you don't have the answers. You're like, what's going on? What's going on? And you get a little scared. But I'm telling you to trust the process, because in the morning when the sun comes out, you will be all right. And you will realize that, wow, so I went through that dark area. My angels were fully around me. My spirit guides, my ancestors were all there. And that's what they were trying to teach me. That's what they were trying to get me to understand. So continue to trust the process. I want to say thank you for joining myself and my baby, Karma, it was truly our pleasure to do this week's weekly affirmation reading. It is truly a joy to be able to have the consistency to rise each week and to come and to learn how to read these cards to give you a positive message, to give you hope, because love always perseveres. Love always trusts. Love always hopes. Love keeps no records of wrong. Love does not rejoice in evil doing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not self-seeking. I love you. And thank you for joining me on this week's weekly affirmation reading.